Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Méchet for episode number 6. We're continuing on in October. What we've actually done is we've driven down and spent some of our money to get some more limestone and breeding snails for the snail farm. So we're just going to make our way up there now and just top off the food mix because we need to make sure we have enough there for the limestone. Okay, still finding my way around the map. So I think I need to go back up by the vehicle dealership. I do, yeah. Kind of getting used to it now, getting used to where I need to go. Still don't know it completely, just the main roads mainly to get around to my farm, snail farm, the forestry plot, the firewood production and the farmhouse, of course. Anyway, hope everyone's doing okay. Hope you enjoyed the last couple of episodes. Last episode, yeah, it was a bit of a rush trying to do the two productions, staying me on the side of the road, trying to get the two productions done together. Kind of rushed it a little bit more than I normally would, but we got there in the end. We got them up and running. I hate driving the truck because it goes so fast. The slightest little turn, I'm on the controller, and it heads off doing its own thing across the road. We got a start on it. We have them up and running. Today's episode, what are we going to do? Well, we've a mowing and a ploughing contract already accepted. 2 of our 5 contracts for today. And possibly going to do some of them ourselves because we don't have a lot of work to do on our own farm. So rather than employing a worker to do them all, we might do a little bit of it ourselves and a little bit on camera, a little bit off camera. Just get back to the farm here now and we'll decide what we're going to do. The other thing I need to address the issue of the wood. I think what I'm going to have to do is I will have to get bigger equipment, but I think I'm just going to have to accept for the moment. I'm just going to have to cut the logs up smaller so they'll fit in the trailer we have and just work around that. Now, do I get a second greenhouse? Like snails, it takes 5,000 litres. Okay. And this will take 5,000 litres as well. So these are full of water. Have these been filling up? Yeah, they're all, they must automatically fill because I haven't put water in the distributor. These are filling too. Okay. I wonder if the automatic or maybe I'm getting charged for water. I don't know about. It wouldn't be the first time. You know what? Anyway, I've got to be a bit lazy about this. I'm going to just drive through the sell point or the intake point. It won't take all the pallets of snails. It'll only take some of them. Won't take any of them. You need to get off. They're liftable pallets, are they? They are, yeah, liftable pallets. Breeding snails. Oh, we'll have weather, right? That's a greenhouse. It's not a snail house. Oh, well. I wonder why they weren't going in. Here we go. I drive up to this one. Might as well. The other ones are too high up. Okay. Let's jump up on the back. Can't drop off. Yeah, here we go. See, I know I'm going to run out of summer wheat. Now, what's in that breeding snails? There's 5,000 in that one. Okay, so that means we have to go to the next one. We don't have lettuce, so we're literally just stocking these up. I just wanted to get a supply. When I was going out to get limestone, I reckon there was no point in me coming back without any snails as well. So I just said, right, let's get the snails. And where is our forklift? I gotta say, where's our forklift? It's there. Now, unload the right side. There we go. And they're all over the place. They don't like it. So So we're going to get these loaded in. I'll do the first one. Then I'll just throw them in. And, this may just work out for... Can I lift two at the same time? I can. This may just work out for this farm. Okay. I know I said I probably need a bigger forklift, but they're going in. So, like, what's the point in spending money on another forklift when we have this? This was part of the start machinery. Granted, down the road, if one comes up in the second-hand market and we have a bit of spare cash, we can do it. But like for transporting anything, even now when the lettuce spawns at the greenhouse, we could use this to actually put the lettuce in to the snail house. Gotta call them snail houses because it sounds a bit weird calling them snail greenhouses. Where'd that one go? There must be, you must be able to spawn them in on the ground. Hold on. Let's go pick one up. They're liftable pallets. Ah, what are you doing? There is a trigger, you just can't see it there. Okay. I think we have enough of this now to cover us off for a while. 10,000 and 12,000 litres. What is the ratio on this? What are we looking at? Flour mill, this is it here. And we need to go down to, wrong one. Down and then check our ratios. 1 spring wheat, 3 limestone. So, yeah, we're going to need more limestone to cover off what we have there. Basically, yeah, we're, what should I say? We're going to just get these running. We need the lettuce. We haven't got any yet. I opened the door there when I was putting the stuff in. Let's close that. Keep our snails warm. How far are we away from lettuce here? We're a little bit away, and then we're going to have garlic. We're not going to do the garlic production yet. Let's just shut that down for a minute, and then the lettuce will produce more. We won't lose it. It'll stay there anyway. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get this down to the main farm, get it washed up and that, drop it off. There's nothing else we can do with it up here. I don't think with our crop rotation we have anything to do on the fields. I've got to check it now and see. I'll get this back to the main farm. Still trying to decide what to do with that New Holland, the one that got left behind when I uninstalled the red tape mod. What I might actually do is I might try and install it again and see does it actually get rid of it. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Anyway, yeah, someone suggested that I put the red tape mod back in. I can disable the schemes and the what do you call them? All the, like the waste management, the water waste, the water contamination, the manure, the slurry, you can disable them, but like then that only leaves you with the cattle end of it. And I'd kind of like it, I did say it, I'd like it if it was split up and you could turn the water contamination off on a map like this where there just is so many streams. They're absolutely everywhere and you'd end up not fertilising most of the fields. Anyway, let me get this back and then we'll have a look and see what we're going to do next. Decided I'm going to do this mowing contract myself. It's a big field. We've done this once already. Let's zoom out and let you see. This is the one with the cows in the pasture. I like mowing. I like doing grass work. So I just said, right, let's do this. I'll put a worker on the ploughing now. It's not very realistic when the cows sit in the middle of the, in the middle of the field and they go through you, but you know what? The texture on the grass here is really different. Like the grass is dropped, but you can't really see it. If you go to windrow it now or tether it and it starts to show up a bit more. But yeah, I just like, I like doing grass work. So I just said, right, I'm not going to get AI workers to do all the contracts since we don't have work. much work on our own farm to do. The Ploughing Contracts is a fairly big field as well. I should really have got it going as well while I'm doing this, but you know what? We'll just keep plugging away at this for a little while and just get this field knocked out before we move on to something else. There's 5 contracts each day, so 3-day months, so there'll be another 5 when we move into the 3rd day of the month. Snails are I won't say the snails are cooking because they're not cooking yet because we haven't got that end of the production up yet, but the mix is mixing for the feed and that, and the lettuce is growing and that, so we'll be able to get hopefully another one of the number 1 greenhouse topped off and then number 2 up and running, and there is a bit in number 3 as well because we need the snail food mix to actually get them produced nonetheless. So yeah, this map, there's a lot on it. We have the great production, we can take that on. I'm not going to do that just yet. We'll get the firewood and the snails up and running, and then we'll tackle that maybe in episode or 2. The animals as well, I'm going to tackle them down the road when we have more feed for them. I don't want to be buying feed. I want to kind of build up. I'll keep what we have there for now, build up a bit of feed. But I'll crack on with this and I'll bring you back and do a little update in a little bit because this is going to take quite some time to get done. Just heading back to the farm to drop off the moors and put the cultivator on this. We had an OBS malfunction when I was recording there. I finished that contract for the mowing, worth over 11,000. Took on a cultivation contract in field number 7. I'm going to set the worker to do that with the Fiat, and I'm going to go and start the ploughing contract myself. Yeah, the mowing contract, it was simple enough. Just the shape of the field, when you get into the middle, I turned the lines off completely because they were trying to send you this way, that way and every way, so I was just kind of happy enough just going around the outline and reducing it down into the middle, and that was it. So you're just going to go and do, I think I'll do the ploughing myself, and I'll just set this guy doing the cultivation. Now I had to shut down OBS so we can go off, and it just kept going and going even though I wasn't recording, and I had to force a shutdown on it. So I lost the clip. Nothing drastic, nothing important, shall I say. Just me rambling on about what we're going to do next. So you're here to see what we're going to do next. So cultivation contract, I'm going to pick up the weight first. So probably a little bit on the heavy side, that cultivator. Yeah, field number 7 is up at the end of the road. Okay, I know where I'm going. Getting used to the map. Don't run into that sign, there's a collision. Getting used to the map. I could actually return that roller because it's leased. It is leased, isn't it? Let's check the garage menu. Yeah, it's leased. We're probably not going to need it for a while. It's going to be a while before we're going to be sowing any more fields. Just looking at enough diesel. Yeah, I should have enough to do me. So I'll just bring this fella over and just throw him on the field, and then I'm going to get stuck into that ploughing contract. I'll update you throughout the day as we go on. And interesting, I'm going to probably do the ploughing contract, then I'm going to go and have a look, take the John Deere and take the trailer with me and go up to the forest, because I'm going to de-limb all the big trees, take all the little limbs off and throw them in the back of the grain trailer and bring them up in that, because when you leave them sticking out on the log trailer we have, you can't get very much onto it. But for now, I'll work away on these few contracts, and then I'll bring you back in at some stage when we get up to the first. Oh, I thought it was this field. Another bit up. There it is. Ahead. Okay, until then, I'll crack on with the work. Just up at the forest plot, I brought the John Deere up and I'm bringing the Massey up now. It was left down at the wood production, firewood production plant. It must be nearly there. Yeah, we're just coming up to it now. Both of these are on their power for the hills. You don't realise, it's only when you're up here and you look down and you realise how far up you are. You really are climbing all the way up here. Still, I like this tractor. John Deere should be just here. I threw a couple of bits and pieces into it already. Small little bits. That's all. We have bits in the middle of the road that are not liftable. Now, I just have, no, I don't need super strength. Super strength on or off? Off. Trying to delimb this tree. It doesn't want to delimb. No, this doesn't want to delimb. You just get some trees like that. Okay, that should be liftable. Yeah. The thing is, oh, it's caught on that. That's why I can't delimb it. Yeah. You get it in? Yeah, there we go. Now it's sticking out. There's a few bits in it. But that's what I done. I just lifted them up and threw them in. Does the auto load work on this? Let's see. No. Hey, we're on the loader. It's never going to work. No, won't work on these type of logs. Right, where am I going to park this? Ground is very uneven in the forest. Tell you what, I'm going to just find somewhere to park this on the road. Hopefully it doesn't roll back down the road. You can see the few bits I got in. They're all liftable. I mean, honestly, that bit there would go into the trailer on the John Deere as well. But it is 6 meters. So it should work on the auto load on the trailer should work. I don't know whether it's because I have the loader on the front is interfering with it. Look, she's even lifting on the back with that bit of a log on it. Right, which trailer do I put in? I put in this one, might as well. I rolled down the hill. I was trying to turn the wheels. The tractor just decided to do its own thing. I'm messing now. Oh, there's another bit on the ground. See, this is the thing. You can't see them. Where are they? Are they? That's it, yeah. These are the bits I cut off before. This is what happened to me. I can't get it into the trailer. Get in. No. You have to find the high piece of ground. There we go. It's in. All right, let me show you. You can see the ground is very up and downy all the way through. Now, what I want to do is, with our forest plot, I want to leave the outside trees and take down all the stuff in here and then plant lodgepole pines in here. It's ours all the way down to this water course here and all the way back. So I kind of want to replant this area with lodgepole pine so they're a little bit easier to handle when it comes to getting them out of here. Because lights of this now, like I can cut it down and then when I go to delimit, all the little bits get lost in the grass and they're very hard to find. But I really need to make it small. In other words, really need to go very small with it. In other words, to get it to go onto the trailer. Because with all the bits sticking out, it's going to be really, really bulky on the trailer. It's going to make it really hard to transport and just try not to fall off. My old skills are coming back. I played on the PlayStation for so long when 25 came out, and I got very skillful at delimbing trees, because you'd know super strength and you'd know you had to do it. And I used to do this with the trees. I used to delimb them all, and got very good at climbing trees. All this for a bit of firewood. Now, I'll be brutally honest with you. I know what's going to happen down the road in this series. I'm going to end up running the industrial sawmill and just using it to transport. I always press the drop down instead of the jump up button. There we go. We didn't do too bad on that one. There might be a branch in the ground, is there? There's one there. Anything down there? Doesn't look like it. The plan is cut these off. Doesn't want to fall. Do it again. Still doesn't want to fall because of the other bit. I fall now. There we go. Yeah. Where's that attached? You can't see it. Here we go. Got me old PlayStation skills for cutting trees up is still there. Okay, let's just finish what we started. Just makes it really awkward. Okay, there's 6 meters. But the only reason I do this is I know if I can lift it, it'll go on the trailer. Now, the difficult thing about trying to do this up here is the fact that the ground is so uneven. Here we go. Forestry helper allows me measure. They should all be cut now. Any of these liftable though, they're not. They're all too heavy. That one there, maybe. Can't pull it out. It's stuck on the tray. Tray's on top of it. Oh, it came out. No, it didn't. Just the thing, these are all still unliftable without using super strength. There's still a big limb on that one. And it's even trying to get them up into the trailer. Trailer's too tall. And of course it goes in first time when I say that. I am happy enough to do this, to get the limbs into the trailer. It prolongs the work. That's the only thing. I mean, as I said, the handy way out of this is put down the industrial sawmill, get a winch, put it in the back of the tractor, drag the stuff into it and set it to distribute. But we'll work it out anyway. There you go. I'm going to just get wood into the wood production because we are running low, and I got to get this guy off to the next field because he's finished where he was, so Gonna keep moving. So we're doing field number 62 is we need to go back up and around. So yeah, he's done this field. Gonna do 62. The mowing contract I'm gonna do myself afterwards. So there'll be 2 contracts done with the AI and the rest of them I will have done manually, I suppose you could call it. Just looking at the map instead of where I'm going, just so I don't go past. I have to go back down and then we have to turn this road. No, next one. So the next one, right. I'm going to keep you in because it just gives you a look at the map as well, as I haven't been down here before, so this is all new to me. See where we're going. I'm looking at the builders rather than watching where I'm going. That's hence my driving into a post or something, or a hidden wall. Now, is the right field? Yeah, this is the right field. Okay, nice view down to the village or the town. I gotta continue on with this forestry work and just try to get what I can loaded onto both trailers. It's going to take a bit of time. I'll leave this fella working away and I'll work away at that and I'll bring it back in when I'm ready to bring a load down to the wood production. Okay guys, I've 2 big logs to go into the firewood production and I have a question for you, which I hope you can answer for me. Can't deal with these logs. I had to super strength them on. It was the only way I could get them actually onto the loader. So my question, to deal with this forestry work up here, this equipment's not big enough. It is going to be okay once we get that forest replanted with lodgepole pine and that. But to deal with them, we need bigger equipment. Now, what I'm thinking is, I'm not thinking of buying bigger equipment, I'm thinking of leasing it. Let's jump in here today. I've already been in here looking. I was thinking of leasing the likes of JCB or the Volvo. Let's put jewels on it, I suppose. Twin wheels front and back. Is that a bit over the top? I haven't used this before, so I don't know. Now, at least that would be 10,000 plus our daily work fee and our hourly work fee. Now we could possibly make that back on timber, but not just on timber alone. There's none of these. If one of these come up in the second-hand market, granted, I will buy one, because when we get that, then we have to get the grapple. I used it before. Now I done this on the PlayStation. I used this. This was my tool for this one here. This was my tool. No, that one, the Volvo one. Yeah, it was the Volvo one. That was the one I used. That'll probably only go on the Volvo though. So that's another 300. That's minor anyway. But that will work. But then we're going to need transport from the likes of, like, I don't mind. I probably haven't got to load it in. No, the big lizard forestry truck. It's, 600 horsepower or whatever. Can load the mod in for that anyway. Plus we're going to need a big trailer. And I did use all of it when I was playing on the PlayStation, so I know I can work with it. I had a big wood loading trailer, one of these. I think one of them, I can't remember, so long ago. The big trailer, like that'll go on the back of a tractor, but we haven't got a tractor to pull it. So you'd be leasing that and the truck. Should I jump in and lease them and use them for doing the forestry? Because I did enjoy doing them. Just go park this here. Okay, we'll leave you there, and we're gonna. This is not that full, and I have a fear that this stuff is gonna fall out of the back. That's what usually happens. There's no straps, no cover. I've had this before. You load them up, and then they start falling out when you drive down the road. Other solution is just for now to get the industrial sawmill placed and use it as a distribution tool just for now until we clear out the forest. get our lodge poles in. I was driving down here and there's a lot of Scotch pine and all that, and I thought, you know what, better off with a plot like that, but that's actually the outside of the map. It's not usable. So we're right up against the outside of the map up here. And I seen them there. You can see them ahead of me there. I thought maybe I can use them. And that'll do. Maybe if we get a plot like that, that'll be a bit easier to manage. But no. A fair play. Like, I mean, they designed the map really well. And it was designed to make it difficult. If you're going to do forestry work, it's going to be tough. But like, as I said, it's not super realistic stuff I'm trying to do. I'm not going over the top with non-realistic, but I'm not happy using super strength to lift them big logs into the log trailer. But it's the only way I could. It's like they've no tools to do it. Whereas if I had that grapple on the Volvo, you can do it and you can load them up. And okay, you're only transporting one, maybe 2 trees at a time, but you're transporting big trees, if you know what I mean. The other thing too, you know, when I look at the costs, the other thing too, do I take another loan and buy the equipment to do that? So maybe that's the question. Do we actually maybe take a loan for the forestry operation a bit further to expand it? I think, you know what, I think I'd prefer to do that than use the industrial sawmill. That's just being honest with you. The handy thing with this is you'll be able to get out of here easy enough. I can imagine you'll get in here with an articulated trailer and you'll be able to back out, so it's not an issue. Now, let's unload this, see what goes in there. 42,000. Well, that's enough to keep that going anyway for now. But just, yeah, if you're watching this video's gone out on Tuesday, I think, on a Tuesday. Can I hold off recording the next episode? I probably can until it goes out. Can do it on the Wednesday. I'd like to be a few days ahead. So the following one will be out on the Thursday. Either that or it'll be the Saturday one if this is on the Thursday. I could possibly hold off and get your opinion on it, see what you think. Anyway, I'm going to get back and get this mowing contract done. And I'm happy enough I got a bit topped up, and we'll have a look around the farm then after. And we'll see what else we're going to do in this episode. But there's the question for you. Do we take another loan? Because we can take one. Let's jump in. Take a loan. Where are we? Take a loan. It'll allow us borrow 470,000. We wouldn't need that. We probably need about... Yeah, we're not going to be far off that, I suppose. You got to weigh up the cost of the loan over 3 years. How much it's costing you a month as opposed to leasing the equipment for a couple of months. Okay. Well, that's where we're at. That's what we're thinking. So, yeah, if you are, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And we'll go one way or the other. But I don't want to be using super strength, to be honest with you. Just moved over to do this mowing contract, and I'm thinking about the forestry work and my question I put out in the last bit. I actually think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave things as they are. Just keep topping up the firewood when it needs topping up, and we'll expand it down the road. I think I'll just concentrate on the farm for now. Just getting the snail farm up and running fully, and the production for the snails, for the cooked snails. Although we'll be waiting on milk, but if we have to buy butter, we have to buy butter in the store just to get that up and running. But I think we'll just concentrate on that for now, and the farm itself, and maybe expand it with a few fields, paying back the loan we have. And then once that's done, the current loan we have, once we get that cleared, I think then we'll revisit the forestry on a bigger scale then. I think what's happening is I'm trying to do too many things all together at the start. But let's just enjoy the map for what it is. We don't have to be doing all the production straight away. Plenty of time. There's no rush. And I think that's probably what I'm going to do. But if you have a comment, yeah, I really appreciate just a bit of feedback. agree, disagree, whatever. It's nice to try it, to see. We know how the firewood works, and we know we have multiple places to sell it and that. And yeah, the snail farm was really my goal. But since the two of them were near each other, I decided if I'm borrowing the money, let's borrow it and see if we do the two. So I think we might do is scale that back a bit for now and just work away the way I am. I'm probably going to have to take down 1 tree a month anyway to keep it supplied. So I was kind of looking at thinking, do we get the other wood productions going as well, the carpentry one and the planks, and then the one with the prefabs and the frames and all of that. So yeah, we'll just soldier on the way we are for now, and just keep that firewood ticking over. We won't go mad, and we'll just concentrate on building the farm up, getting some livestock in there. I know we have a few, but they were all pre-placed. Be nice to have a look and actually plan what we want in what sheds and that going forward. We have no milking cows at the moment, which is why we can't produce butter anyway. Well, I'll mosey away and get this field wrapped up. The cultivation contract's still going on. Everything gets cleaned at the end of the day. We've our 5 contracts done for this day in October, the 2nd day, and to date we have brought in €35,762, which in the light of things is crazy money, to be honest with you. Right, tractor, go forward. There we go. It's running backwards with the engine off. Now go forward. It's crazy. We've 5,000 and something in wages this month. So that's crazy too. So one balances out the other. So what I'm going to push forward into the last day of the month. Pick our 5 contracts, get them done, get the money in the bank. And yeah, John Deere's and the mowers are already washed. I forgot to refuel it though. That's the only thing. I refueled the Fiat when I was up there because you have to have it on your left-hand side. Left-hand side, or it won't fuel from the tank. So I'll bring you back in the last day of October and we'll see what work we're going to do. It's just going to be contracts. And I'll outline the plan for the next episode as well. Moved on to the 3rd day in October, the last day of the month, as we're running 3 days a month. And we're doing a green bean harvest. We're doing bale wrapping because we have the bale wrapper still. Ploughing and cultivation, and we're keeping room there for another contract. There is some there. I had not turned on the snail. I hadn't activated the greenhouse. I went up to check and see there was 2 pallets of food mix there. I put them into the first 2 greenhouses. I activated both of them because there was a pallet of lettuce for the second one. So they're up and running. So maybe by the end of this, we will have some snails. But yeah, I was wondering why. And then I said, did I even activate it? No, I didn't activate it. So I just said, right, let's do this green bean. I'm in the right field. Not in the right field. I don't know why it's telling me this field. This tool is for contract work only. I parked the tractor there on the way up. I wasn't really paying attention. I don't think I even had the map on. Here we go. It's only a small field. Don't mind. And it's 11,000 litres, so it should all fit in the one trailer. Are we good to go? Throw a few lines on. We're good to go. Okay, I'm going to work through. I'm probably going to do most of these myself. I'll leave the cultivation one. I might throw the Fiat up on that and let that work away. I'll get this done first and then I'll have a look. But that's kind of going to be it for the episode. We're going to just finish off the contracts for today and where I'm not going to make that corner if I cut it tight. Yeah, we've no work to do on the farm ourselves. So we're kind of just doing... Oh, that's another wood cell. Okay. Did you come in the back of the house on this one to sell it? What's a bit handy when you consider there might be a crop in the field? Ah, look, it doesn't matter. No, I thought I was going to get around, but with machinery, there's collisions in the hedges. In most cases, you can drive straight through them, but I notice if you have an implement on the back, it catches if you're swinging around, and it goes into the hedge, it stops, but the tractor might drive straight through. Right, I'll work away and work my way through these. I didn't do a tot up on how much they're worth yet. I just accepted them and just got stuck in there. I didn't start the clock until I think it was 9:30 when I jumped in just to allow the daylight to be there. Okay, guys, 4:00 in the afternoon, 3rd day of October, our last day. We're going to just jump in here and check the stock check. See what we have. We've 44,000 in product. We've the silage in the field. We have firewood, 6,000. What else we got that's big money? Straw, the biggest. And winter wheat. Now, because I didn't activate the greenhouses in time, we don't have any pallets yet of, what have we got? We've only 106 litres. How are we doing with les? Yeah, we nearly have another pallet of les. And yeah, that's where we are. That's where we're at. We're kind of, didn't check. What have we got? We have some more Snail Food mix anyway. And we've all the contracts done. The money went up, but the money came down. And I'll show you why. Let's teleport to dealership. Is here. Now we were talking about close these doors. We're talking about forestry work. This trailer came up in the second-hand market, so I bought it at 24,000 it cost. So that's where our money went. We would have been just over 100. We would have been on 102. No, we would have been on 112. But it came up, and I just thought, you know what? It was 24 grand. Just couldn't let it go because we do intend to. This is it here. So there was quite a chunk off it. It wasn't quite half price, but there was quite a chunk off it. I just decided, you know what? Let's grab that while it's there, because we do intend to do the forestry down the road. So we're going to make use of the second-hand market. I don't know whether anything else has come up since. That I just keep an eye on it for bits and pieces. There is a winch there, which we could do it down the road. I think it probably doesn't. What does it pull? 8.6 tons. That's actually not bad. How much is off it? 46%. Anyway, we'll leave that for now. So, episode number 6. Yeah, it's been more of a slow burner. We're back to normal after doing our rush job to get the wood up and running and get the snails up and running. We're going to concentrate on the snails. The wood, we'll leave it be as it is. We'll just keep it topped up. And what's in it? There's 35,000 litres in, so there's plenty there. We'll just keep that topped up, but with the intentions that we will clear that forestry plot at some stage, and we'll move on then and plant lodgepole pine, which are easier to harvest and, just easier to deal with. Next episode, we're going to deal with livestock. I know we have a few bits and pieces. Well, our sheep are grand. They're going to stay as they are. But the ones that we inherited, we've only got 5 in that pen and 5 in that pen. I think we're going to do a clear out and do our own with them. And maybe put animals in the other ones we have as well. Because I kind of haven't been doing anything with them, but I think that's what we'll do in episode number 7. We'll go through the livestock, we'll look at what we're going to do. Whether we buy another, there is sheep pens on the map, and there is other, I think there's a sheep pen up here somewhere, I don't know exactly where. Think it's in that field there. Let's jump in and see, is it in here? There is a pasture, but I don't know what it is. And it won't tell me until I buy it. There is one around. We'll find out what there is. That's too expensive now. We'll find out what there is. We might stick a few sheep in other than what we have. Or, sorry, I meant to say a few goats in a separate pen. We have our sheep. We might stick a few goats in a separate pen. I'd probably try and keep them separate. The sheep and the goats, rather than putting them all into one. If we can get a pasture that's not too expensive. But for now, from Méchet, episode number 6, interesting enough, still going around the map learning things. I did do one of the remaining cultivation contracts myself, and then I set the worker on the second one, and I done the ploughing contract. So we done 2 ploughing contracts, green bean contract, and 2 cultivation contracts. Or was it? No, I wasn't. I done bale wrapping and a ploughing contract. That's what it was. Yeah, I didn't take on the other ploughing contract. That's what it was. Anyway, I'm lost now. No, I done 2 ploughing contracts, 1 cultivation, bale wrapping and green beans. That's what it was. I didn't take on the second cultivation contract. I put the worker on that and I done the ploughing contract. Losing track of myself here. Anyway, thanks for joining me yet again. Really appreciate it if you're still here. If you haven't banged the like button, please do. And if you've listened right the whole way through and you heard my questions about the forestry plan and what do you think should I do, still appreciate the feedback, even though we're going to kind of park it a little bit for the time being and concentrate on the snail farm and now the livestock on the main farm, because we haven't really done anything with that yet so far. But I still would appreciate your feedback. So until next time, all that's left for me to do for now is to say goodbye. Until the next time. Bye bye.